Okay. Whatever. I look bald. Don't care. Hi, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter. I hope everyone had a great day. I am teetotally 100% without a doubt so tired. I woke up at 7:45 this morning and we went all day long. We did not even get home until after 7, and we had to get the dogs settled because of course they went with us today and had to get everything ready for the start of the next week. And it's always like an off situation when we do stuff like go to my mom's or go to Dollywood or like do something on a Sunday. Like it always like throws off the next week, because Sunday is usually our relaxation day and we really don't ever do anything. And this week was definitely not that. So we started out this morning. We went to church with Chris's mama and then went to her house for about an hour and a half, which was nice. And then we came home, got the dogs, and made the hour and 15-minute drive to my mom's and spent the same amount of time, about an hour and a half there. And turned back around, came back home, and got everything ready for the next week. I did want to mention a couple of things. I believe it's Jessica Smart. I can't remember. I'm getting super into the information that I found on that. So I'm super excited to do this true crime story on Thursday. I researched a little bit last night, but today I was just researching on my phone and found like so much stuff on this case, and it's very interesting. I remember the case now that I've read on it. I didn't know a lot of the details, like definitely didn't know the details that I know now, and I've only been researching it for like 24 hours. I didn't know that like so much happened with that. But if you didn't know, this girl was kidnapped by a construction worker and was literally found miles away from her home. And she was kidnapped for like 9 months. And this man claimed to be the chosen one, like claimed to be God. And he essayed this girl, like all kinds of shit. It's crazy. And she also does like public speaking and is like a motivational speaker, and also tells her story in the hopes to help someone else who may be found in a similar situation. And I listened to one of her talks. I purchased it. If you didn't know, a lot of people who do like motivational speaking, like Caitlyn Jenner or anyone who is a motivational speaker anymore, they don't typically do in-person events. I mean, they do, but even if they are an in-person event, or even whether they're virtual or in-person motivational events, they are recorded and you can purchase them and listen to them typically on Audible. So I was looking on Audible and Elizabeth Smart, and I found one of her motivational speaking events that she did in New York City a couple of years ago, right before COVID. Actually, she did it in like February of 2020, and the way that she tells her story is just so moving and angering, and just, it's a special, she has a very special gift of touching people with her words. That's it. Like, you really feel, in a way, the way that she was feeling in that moment because of the way that she tells her story, which is the true gift of a true storyteller, someone who is able to speak. So yeah, I've just been doing a lot of research on that because out of the cases that I've covered so far, this is most definitely the one that I am furthest familiar with, which makes me excited because, like I said, I'm very intrigued and interested in true crime. I find it fascinating, and while it is scary, fascinating, it's still fascinating to think of someone to like literally abduct or think of themselves as God and convince other people that they are God, or to take the life of another human being. Okay. I find that scary fascinating. So while it is fascinating to think of that and to watch true crime stories, it is still scary. But the information that I found on Elizabeth Smart so far is insane, and you guys are really in for a very, very, very interesting True Crime Thursday that does have a good ending because Elizabeth Smart was recovered, so it does have a happy ending, which is not always the case in true crime stories. Come here, Dolly. Come here, baby. She doesn't want out here. Hey, Sally. So yeah, thank you so much. God, I hate that. They literally just requested it last night, and I can't remember who it was that requested Elizabeth Smart. I'll have to go back and look. Also, you guys will be getting a story time this week, which I am excited to finally tell this story because it was such a big part of why I got sober. And if you can think of it as like my scared straight moment, this was the biggest scared straight moment I had. I almost lost my arm. You would think that that would have done it. It didn't. What did it was being taken into sex trafficking for over a year. It was almost 2 years. I'm going to tell that story, which is the third and final part of the DEA story. I'm going to tell about the sex trafficking portion, which is what happened before the DEA busted into her house and everything like that. I'm going to tell that. That will be up next Saturday. And then Thursday will be the Elizabeth Smart story. So I'm very excited. Also, April is the month where I'm going to start practicing my podcast. It will be actual podcast episodes. They're just going to be uploaded on YouTube. And they are going to be live podcasts. So I'm going to have all of my podcast equipment up, and we're going to be doing it live. So I'm very, very excited about that. And then also in May. May, the podcast episodes will start coming out on YouTube. Also in May, my Patreon for the podcast, where you will get teasers of the podcast. You will also know who the guest is going to be the upcoming week before anyone else. You will also be in a private group text with just the Patreon people. You're also going to get a weekly live on that Patreon. And you will get the podcast 3 days before everyone else. So, super exciting. Then in June, things are going to change a little bit because June is when I will be launching And So It Goes by Morgan Shea on SoundCloud. It is going to be a SoundCloud exclusive podcast. So if you don't have the SoundCloud app and you like my content, you're definitely going to want to download that app, because that's going to be the way that you're going to be able to listen to And So It Goes. I will not be filming And So It Goes for the first little bit anyways. So it will be an audio only on SoundCloud. So, and then Patreon, you guys will get a video portion of and so it goes on YouTube. So if you are on Patreon, so if you are on my Patreon page when it comes out, that will be that. I will not be starting a Patreon for my channel. However, if you are watching my channel and you like my content, you can most definitely join the Patreon, because that's where I'm going to be posting everything early. I'll also, once that Patreon comes out, I will also be releasing the True Crime Thursday topic the Sunday before it comes out. So if you're on my Patreon, you'll know what true crime topic we're going to have the following week. And my Patreon members will be the ones who will be able to choose the following week's topic. So you will have to be a Patreon member in order to vote on a true crime topic moving forward. That will come in June. And then in August, we have something pretty big happening that I can't talk about yet. I know that that is the most irritating thing that anyone on the planet of Earth who does social media could say, but I do have to agree with other social media people when they say that, you know, regardless of whether or not the company is okay with you telling or not. It just makes it more special. You can really let your followers know what's going on in a special way when you do it that way. So I'm very excited about that. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool special things coming to the channel and on other platforms. And I'm just very excited for what the future has in store. My channel's monetization got fully approved for my channel, which is such good news. I was a little worried about it just because some of my storytime topics are not, or I didn't think were monetized appropriate. But YouTube approved my channel, and I'm very excited. They are getting a little bit more strict. So when I do let out the Patreon, I will probably tell some stories on that. But that's the reason why my podcast will not be on YouTube. There will not be a video version because my channel is fully monetized, and I don't want to get demonetized because of my podcast and the episodes I have planned for my podcast. There's no way they would be monetized. It's going to be completely unfiltered, and it's going to be stories that you guys will not believe. And they're just ones that I could not tell on YouTube. I couldn't. Like, you cannot. So, yeah, all of that's coming very soon, and I'm very excited. I've been working so hard, and I, think that the Thursday videos work out so well with my schedule right now. Saturday videos are coming. I've had to get everything in order before I could commit to the Saturday videos. But Saturday videos are coming, and the first one will be coming this coming Saturday, so next Saturday. And then podcast episodes are going to come out on Mondays, and that's when they're going to be on YouTube in May and in June when they come out on SoundCloud. And then if you are part of the Patreon group, you will get those podcast episodes on Thursdays. So very exciting stuff. I am just so happy, and I've worked so hard to get to where I am right now. And I will just say, like, if this is something that some of you want to do, I know I talk to a lot of you guys who say that this is something that you want to do. If it is, like, it does take a lot of you really have to work for it. But if you continue to work, it will pay off. It will be rewarding if you just continue to push. But yeah, you guys, this is going to be a really short one because I am so tired. I'm literally just sitting here just so excited that I'm about to get to go lay down. My shoulder is so sore for some reason, and I've been having the worst pain out of my right foot that you could ever imagine. It has been absolutely horrendous. Like, if I put any weight on my left heel or my right heel at all, it is just the most excruciating pain ever. So I'm probably going to be making an appointment with the podiatrist here in the next couple of weeks to have my heel looked at because something is definitely wrong. I thought that it was my Vans because if you know me in like life, 7 out of 7 days, I wear leggings, a t-shirt, my hair is up, I'm wearing no makeup, and Vans. And there's, you know, pretty much the only day that I'm full glam is Wednesdays, and that's my content day. So that's the day that I film my videos. That's the day that I film TikTok content, Instagram content. That is content day for me. So Wednesday is the only day that you can guarantee to see me in full glam. But anyways, I thought it was the Vans that were hurting my feet, and I wore every other shoe that I have. I love Vans. They're just perfect. They're wide and comfy, and I love them, but I think I've gotten to the age to where they don't love me back anymore. So I don't know. I don't know if it's the Vans though, because I've literally wore like, you know, Air Force Ones, Air Maxes. I wore freaking New Balance shoes. I have a pair of Adidas over there. Like my Hey Dudes, like nothing. Everything is hurting my feet. So, and today, Chris had gotten me a new pair of sandals for this summer. And I wore them today. And they tortured my feet. And they're literally sandals. And they tortured my feet. So, I don't know. Gonna have to go to a podiatrist for sure. But anyways, guys, for those of you guys who did stop in tonight, I figured it was going to be a short crowd because it is Easter and everybody's with their families. I hope you guys had an amazing Easter, and I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful and thankful for all of you. And yeah, I'm just very excited for 2022. I think that this is going to be such an awesome year for me, this channel, and for all of us in this community that we've built together. So if you are along for the ride and you've been a part of this journey in any shape, form, or fashion, I'm just very, very, very grateful for you. And I'm super excited for 2022. And I'm even more excited for 2023. So anyways, guys, good night. Sleep tight. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.